Because I'm stubborn, my mother no longer wants to hear my own side of any story. She no longer wants to hear when I'm tired or when I'm feeling depressed about anything. She always makes this assumption that as long as I'm involved or as long as there's anything that has to do with me, I don't have a good option. This was the cry of one of the clients that came to me, saying that it's impossible to reach to his parents anymore. Hello, lovers. Welcome once again to my channel. My name is Lillian. Okay, today I'm going to be talking about parenting on a particular issue that has to do with your love and affection for your children, irrespective of their character. Okay, in this channel, I try to talk about issues on family, on values, on society. The general focus of this issue is to help you have a life filled with peace, where you enjoy some peace of mind and you can be able to have a healthy life outside drugs. There are some things that we've not sorted out that if we sort them out, then we can be talking about applying drugs to a particular health issue. But if we sort these things out, you will only realize at least you enjoy peace of mind, you enjoy happiness. You can even see that it's not every day you really care about taking the drugs anymore. Okay, so today I want to be addressing parents particularly, especially parents that their children are within the ages of 17, or let me say 14 and above. Now, if you're a parent and you have a child within this age, you're getting this advice from the counselor, from one who has worked in different schools and have counseled a number of children in Nigeria. And I believe that this will not have to do with only Nigeria. This will have to do with every child out there. So if you're from any country listening to me, you need to also check out this in your children and know how to follow them up. Now, if you come to the African parents, there is a mindset of making decisions or control on our children. Now, sometimes it's as if that the effort that you're making, the words that you're saying to this child, you're not getting the kind of results you want as a parent. And most often, this child have had records of fighting, has had records of stealing, or have even had records of disobedience outside and even within the home. Now, this record has become very consistent of maybe their stubbornness, their isolation, they want to be left alone, they want to stay on their own, they want to mind their business. You know, you begin to have an assumption in your heart that your child can no longer hear you. Hello, mother, father, that child can still hear you, and that child still has a mind of his or her own. I remember what I told my parents when I came back from my year one or year two when I was in school. I came back home and I was like, Mom, all those things that you used to say, I used to think that you just said them, I just heard them and passed. I did not know that I was actually getting those words that you were saying. She was like, What do you mean? And like when I was in school, some things will happen when I was in school. And I would just quickly remember the counsel of my mom in that kind of scenario. I would just it would just be like a spark. And from nowhere, so I was like, that means this thing has been stored up. This thing you didn't intentionally store it up, but you just realized that when situation came around you, something just you just went to the archive of your parents and brought that one that they said to you, and you used it in that situation. So if you're a parent out there, don't ever think that there's no archive where the truths that you said are being stored. But that is not the focus of today's topic. The focus of today's topic is parents. Because of a particular child's personality or behavior, maybe negative behavior, should not stop you from listening to your child. I want to share a story. I have someone who came to meet me, a client. This child can no longer reach out to his father or to his mom about his personal dreams or anticipation. He's challenged. Like, I put so much pressure to see that these things are working, but you can see a son that is challenged. Now, I'm working on him. I'm counseling him. I'm following him up. But he told me that they won't listen to him. And I'm like, go back and still talk to them again. Before somebody comes in, you need to show them that you also have something that is pushing you. You also have a drive of your own. And I was like, go back to your mom, still talk to her. I told him, call your mom separately, call your dad separately. Initially, I told him, go and tell your parents about it. Tell them about the skill or what you want to learn at the moment, but why you need it to wait, since so that you can get some financial support to help you to be more active. And this son told me how. I was like, go. Now one day he called me and he was like, I've gone to meet them. That they don't even listen to him. That even he himself don't know what they're saying. I was like, now look at the secret. Let's go back to them individually. Meet your mom separately. Meet your dad separately and talk to them. But here's the real truth I want to point out to you guys is that this son is having this struggle because his parents already have a section of their hearts that this is the kind of child I have. And this is his result or this is her result, especially with the male child. Don't conclude in your heart that he has grown. No togun. Let me use the Igbo. Otogun. You know, the Igbo parents like, itogun. And you conclude with that word. And that son is still desiring that you could hear him out and still help him grow. But you concluded for the son that he has grown. But that his growing will not be in your house. He will still live under your control. Do you see the contradiction? You made him understand that he has grown. You still told him that, that despite the fact that he's grown, he is still under your control. It's a contradiction. You need to make your son understand that he is still in a growing process. You need to make him understand that you are not in control, but rather you are there as a guide and as a light. Dear Father, you are there as a guide and as a light to your child. So when you come up with that impression that you are grown, you're supposed to, you can no longer hear your child speak. He told me that the parents bluntly refused. Like, they didn't even get to hear his own part of the story very well. Why? They already have an assumption of the kind of son that they have, that they never knew that the son is shaping. What do I mean now, you ask? I don't know if you've had a friend or a roommate or someone you know, someone you work with, who used to have a particular kind of character or traits. If you are not patient sometimes, you won't know that they're changing. But maybe they went for a seminar, they went for a workshop, they went for a particular retreat or Bible study, and they are gradually changing. One day you come out and say, Chiki, are you sure you are? What is happening in your life? This is not the way you will react. Let me give you an instance. Back then when I was in school, I remember that I was this mean person. And one day when I came back, I was living with my aunt. I was not staying with my mom and my dad. I went to school and a teacher flogged me for a wrong I did not commit. But I was with my friends, something happened. I was like, okay, give me that. To collect it, the woman had to treat like I was talking. I'm the one that been talking. I'm not the one. The people there with me was like telling her that I'm not among them that were making the noise or that was doing whatever they were doing. So she flogged me. Now, the usual me in my class will create an impression that will intimidate, that will be very intimidating even for you as a teacher. Now, when I stood up from where I was kneeling, when she called me because we were having a presentation that day in class, and I was coming, my classmates were automatically calling me out to give my usual reaction. Leanne, don't smile. Leanne, don't smile. It's funny now. Leanne, don't smile. Leanne, don't smile. And I'm like, in my heart, I was like, please, I should not smile. But my heart don't have anything accumulated in it anymore. It's like the father the woman. What she did was not good. Don't smile. And I just went to meet the woman, calm and smile, and then we talked, and then I did my presentation. What my fellow classmates in secondary school then did not know is that the Lilian you knew few months back is not the person that you are seeing now. I would no longer have the character of taking it too serious or too personal because something in my life is shaping as I'm staying with my mom and she's molding me. Something in my life is shaping, which is more calm in dealing with people. So it was no longer important to me if she was at fault. I've started growing to the phase of let it be. I've started growing into that point of it can pass. She made a mistake, but I wasn't born and show her attitude towards it. That will not pass her break. They thought it was the one they knew few months back. They didn't know that a new face have evolved. In the same way it is with your children. Sometimes you don't know that a new person is evolving. If you are too fast, you will either push them back to that nature because they feel that you're not celebrating that nature, or you put them in a shell that will make them not to come out to become sufficient enough. So don't conclude or define your child by a particular trait or character that you used to have. You conclude them with that character, especially when they're done with secondary school. Once they are done with secondary school, anything that look at that time, they are now beginning to have their a particular level of thought of personal. So you need to be there to shaping their minds. Don't allow what you know about them before keep you bound as a parent. As a parent, keep putting the pressure in the right and keep listening to your children. That is the focus. The summary of everything I want to say today is dear parents, I know you have an arrogant son. I know you have a girl that her head is hot. Let me use that as my head is hot. I know you have that child that doesn't want to listen. I know you have that person that is crazy. I know you have that one that after talking, she still have friends that will give her advice outside. I know that she will listen. But let me tell you the truth. If you live by only that negativity and fail on your part to listen to that child when they want to speak to you, in the days of their reproach, in the days of their problems, they will come back to you and they will say, I called you. Daddy, I came that day. That was what I came to tell you. Not by him being I came to tell you about it, but you did not listen to me. Mommy, that's what I came to tell you that day. Oh. There's the reaction you will get. Probably they just stormed in unexpectedly. There's the reaction you will get is, I wanted to tell you, but you were shouting. Or I wanted to tell you, but I just started the story. You now concluded it for me. Or was there any day you ever told me any good thing? You only ended up with my wrongs. Dear parents, please. This is a plea from a counselor that have been in schools with these children. I've been with many teenagers. and mostly from 13 and above. 13, 14, 15, 16. Keep saying the truth you know as a parent. Keep cautioning, but please never stop listening. If you stop listening to your children, you will have more failure than success. If you stop listening to your children, you will have more exclusion from their lives. What do I mean? You were never a part of their conversations. They don't see you as someone to discuss with. So even as they are growing, don't expect them to sit with you and discuss. Do you know why? You never listen. So please, dear parents, pay attention to your children when they have something to say, irrespective of their character, their personality, their wrongs, their negativity. Please listen. Hear them out first. Don't shout, sieve the things they've said. To help you even respond better, tell them, okay, I'll respond back to you tomorrow. Sieve it. And know how to tackle what they've said. Listen, this one is communication. They came to you to tell you something. You cannot shout back. What you need to do is to be calm as well and give your own response. If you keep chasing them, you become too difficult to discuss with. They would not tell you anything. Whether good or bad, they'll fall into fire, you will not know. If you care about your children, listen to them, especially when they want to talk. Another place to listen to your children, dear parents, is in that moment when there's an atmosphere of communication, of playing, of something. Let's say, for instance, you just raised up a topic. I remember when we traveled for Christmas, we raised up a topic in my uncle's house. Everybody was talking. There's another place to listen. If you can listen well, one thing you will know is, where is my child now? And where is my child heading to? In that time that maybe people are cooking that day and they are very happy, everybody is talking, this one is talking. You just come and stand at the door. Don't be quick to say, I know you. You just condemn. Just stand there too. As I'm talking, laugh. Get the informations you need so that you will know what to give out as a parent. You cannot be giving the wrong information. You need to know where I am now at this phase to give me any counsel. In the same way, that's your child in secondary school. That's your child that just finished. That's your child that is looking for admission. And that one has gotten admission. That's your child that's learning a skill. And that one that's about to start learning a skill. Please listen to them. Pay attention to them. Play words with them. Raise funny topics and hear them speak. And sometimes when they even argue as siblings, be quiet sometimes to hear what will come out. The product of their words will tell you your level at your formation. It will tell you how much have I shaped my children's life and how well have I contributed and where should I work on them more. And it will also help you to see their personality as they speak so that you will know how to handle that person the more. I pray that the Lord will help us and guide our paths as parents. It's not easy, but you can't throw them away. In school, I've been friends of the most rugged students. Most of the male students who sit in council with me are the ones that everybody call bad. People define them as stubborn. People define them as unserious. But how have I been able to get them to sit with me? Is that you will pick their unseriousness. Make them know that you know that they are unserious, but tell them as well that they are loved and that you can get the best out of them. So, to every wonderful, lovely parents there, if you don't listen to your children, who do you want to listen to? As you get old, you will need them to talk to. So listen to your children, give them your own feedback, communicate with them, have fun with them. If you can have this, you are sure of a peaceful and a healthy life. Because whenever that your child comes back from school, even the one in the university, they can feel free to chat with you and tell you, when I was in my department, see what thing can happen. That's why you will not hear what happened in his department. So you will not say, is that what you did? Okay, let's try it like this. Now, in that your liberty of conversation, you can hear the deep things happening in their life, and then they can be free to give you feedback. Listen to your children to have a peaceful and a healthy life always. So whenever they come back, they are free to stay around you because you are one that listens and you are the one that is easy to communicate. May God bless us all and strengthen us as parents. And I pray for every parent to have children that make them smile, children that make them proud. It's not easy. It's not easy. Oh. Yes, we all agree it's not easy. But consistency, love, prayer, follow up, I believe all these things put together will give us a beautiful home, a peace-filled home, a happy life, a healthy life that even if you don't take drugs and you're able to come back home and then almost all your children are back from school, whether they are two, three, four, they are back, they are around, you are sure of like you'll be so happy on that day that you were not even able to touch your drugs. And in the night you'll be like, I'm not taking my BP drug, so I've not done this. That's when you now remember it, and then you just take it out. Or probably the doctor recommended that you should take it for that day, not because there's anything stressing your heart. So, all I can say to you is keep being a loving parent, a listening parent, and one that communicates. I remember Lillian. I would like to hear your views, your words in the comment section. I want to hear how you feel. I want to see, I want to hear your reactions actually, and then please like, share, comment. Okay, I remind your girl Lillian, I'll be here any day, anytime, just to make sure that everyone have a peace filled and a happy life. Do take care. Bye bye.